Hello everyone, we are back, the Hurricane Watch team, and yeah, today we are going to be covering Invest 99S and 90S.
90S is now officially a tropical cyclone marked by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Let's see what they're thinking for it. Well, 99S is still officially not a tropical system, and we are looking at a potential 91S by Australia that could be very strong, as well as 99S could be very strong. We will cover all of this in today's video.
Yes. What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a more detailed look at Invest 90S and 99S right here. So yeah, 90S is actually looking very organized compared to yesterday. A lot more organized. Yeah, and even 99S is looking a lot better organized.
This is true. 99S is looking very good, better than we've seen so far in its lifetime. And it is out actually 10S. It's the 10th cyclone in this region so far this season. And then we have 90S, which is 10S, and then 99S, which is becoming more and more organized and more likely to become a very significant cyclone for Madagascar and Africa.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that is probably, yeah, it looks like, yeah, it probably could get, it actually probably could get pretty strong, and yeah. So now we're going to take a look at the official forecast, and then we're going to go over to more unofficial forecasts, and then our forecast. So let's just first start off at the official Meteo France forecast.
Also,
yes?
I just really want to say something really quick. For 99S, not Meteo France, the Hurricane Watch team is going with GFS for 99S, and GFS is showing a 961 millibar, which is like a Cat 3 to 4 landfall on Africa, which is very bad.
Yeah, that is very powerful.
Yeah, like in a die.
And it's been very consistent on that. And also for Europe, the potential Australian system, they're showing a 947 millibar system landfall on northwestern Africa. And it's not Africa, northwestern Australia, and it's been very consistent on that.
Yeah. So yeah, it is looking like it could become actually very major, yeah. So yeah, right now we're looking at Meteo France, the official forecast, or I think it's official. It doesn't look like they have 90S on here, but it looks like they have 99S is available for Meteo France. So yeah, Meteo France actually just came out with their forecast cone for 99S. It shows it heading into northern Madagascar possibly, and possibly being quite powerful. But yeah, the forecast cone, it does look pretty solid on where it's generally going to head. Most likely through Madagascar, northern Madagascar, literally from central Madagascar all the way to the very northern tip is just about in this cone. So the eye could pass through literally any of these areas, and most likely we could see impacts all across the entire country. And
yes. Hello, Puffball. This is not a live video. It's a regular video. Also, this is only the 5-day cone. And remember, Meteo France, even though it is the official for this region, it's not technically the most accurate. And it's most likely not going to die over Madagascar. What it's likely going to do is it's going to probably rapidly strengthen after Madagascar. And then we, at the Hurricane Watch team, are predicting it will hit Africa. Even though it's past 5 days, we're pretty confident on it. So
Yeah, it's heading in that general direction. It would have to make a pretty sudden turn if it was going to head either north or south to avoid it.
hit land, it would have to make a very sharp turn.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like it's going to do that. Most models don't show it even doing that.
Yeah, it don't be a very long lane.
So it does look like there is some sort of forecast bulletin. It looks like it's in French right here, so I am not sure how to read this. It should be translating it, but it isn't. Which is weird. But, yeah, it does look like the forecast cone is also covering the capital of Madagascar, so I think as far south as central. The very, central Madagascar, you could be seeing it. So, yeah. Again, I would read this bulletin, but I have no idea what this says.
Oh, Meteo France tends to underestimate storms, I've noticed.
Yeah.
They called a Category 5 intense tropical cyclone.
Yeah.
I think Meteo France is saying 99S will be too weak because GFS and Euro are in good agreement that 99S can make a major hurricane landfall potentially on Madagascar on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Euro and GFS are around good agreement with that. So I think what the Meteo France is showing is underestimating the storm.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah. And here is another image. This mostly looks like prospects for the next few days. I'm not totally sure, but I guess it does show it heading literally right through Madagascar, most likely. So we're definitely going to see impacts to Madagascar. It is very unlikely that we will not.
Yeah, like GFS says 968 millibar landfall on Madagascar.
Yeah.
It actually has a 961 millibar landfall. Yet it seems at 961 it's not over land yet, but it actually is. So it's actually at 961 millibar landfall. And that's 7 millibars stronger. But either way, 961 and 968 are both really bad, but it's actually 961. And GFS has been in a strengthening trend. So in the next update at 18D, when 18D starts running and updating in 12 minutes. And at 18D, we could see maybe even the 40s or 50s of millibars because GFS has been doing a strengthening trend. And again,
Well, we have a lot of people in this VC.
And again, for
It's a stream.
the Hurricane Watch team is going with the GFS model, and for the Australian system, the potential Australian system, we're going with the Euro model, and 9DS, we're going with GFS.
Yeah.
Also,
I almost forgot to make a track today.
I know something interesting.
Okay, please. Can we not talk over each other?
Okay, then.
It sounds really bad.
I'm trying not to. It's quite hard considering how much people are here and,
Yeah, it's weird that there's so many people here.
How about this? If you're not talking, you mute.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How about when you're not talking, you mute, and you unmute when you are? That's a good idea. Okay, so whatever this is showing, it looks like most of whatever this island Reunion is no particular vigilance. So whatever that means, okay. I do believe Meteo France does have a radar. Yes, they have satellite. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can see the system actually starting to move in. Up here, it's kind of in the northwest direction, but it is slowly moving in. This is the latest. Any seconds?
Yeah, I agree, and also I just want to say something about Meteo France, and I feel like I remember that Meteo France is kind of biased against Reunion because I remember when Danilo was supposed to be a big hit to Mauritius, they barely noticed. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, and let's just take a look at the marine forecast real quick. Okay, maybe not. I believe there's one more thing, and then we'll move on to the official Madagascar, Meteo Madagascar. Okay, here we go. Here's the Indian Ocean satellite. We can clearly see Invest 99S over here. It is slowly getting a lot more organized, which is very interesting, and it's actually looks like it's becoming more of a tropical system.
Yeah, like ASCAP has found tropical storm winds.
Yeah. If only they did. If only they did have Hurricane Hunter type planes to collect data, which they don't, which would actually really increase those forecasts, like the.
Yeah, like the
Also, I
GFS.
just want to get your opinions. What do we think 9S peak strength will be? I think it could be a peak strength of a Category 3 to 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. I am doubting a Category 5 right now. It definitely could happen, but I'm only thinking up to a Category 3 to 4 landfalls in Madagascar and Africa.
Yeah, I am predicting a Category 3.
Yeah, I'm predicting a Category 3 to 4 peak, mainly Category 4 peak. Yeah, I'm predicting it for 99S. I'm predicting a Category 4 peak on the Saffir-Simpson scale, a Category 2 to 3 landfall on Madagascar, and a Category 3 to 4 landfall on Africa.
Yeah. Alright, and I guess now we're going to move on to our official Meteo Madagascar forecast, which is also official, but they don't exactly specialize in cyclone forecasts. I'm not exactly sure what this even shows, but
Yeah. Also, for 99S, it's likely to go well into Africa and Madagascar. It's not likely that it's just going to skin both areas and just to leave. No, it's probably going to go right through each area. So, definitely a big threat. Anyway, continue.
yeah, I think anywhere, here, actually, let me grab, I know I can actually write on the screen. Give me a second. Okay. So using this map from Meteo Madagascar, there are no alerts yet for nearly any of it yet. Whoops.
Also, like, I have two things to say right now.
Alright, yeah, so I think anywhere, let's just say, above, anywhere in this circle, you're probably going to get possibly the worst of the winds. Let's just bring it out a little bit. Anywhere in this circle, you're probably going to get, you have a higher chance of winds. Not exactly as high, but a pretty good chance. And anywhere in this area, yeah, you have a decent chance. And just continuing off that, just say, really, it goes around. It can head most likely through more northern Madagascar. Northern is a lot more likely. So probably anywhere above this line is where the eye could head. I believe the capital is somewhere in this area. So the capital could actually get a direct landfall, possibly. Now, I'm not exactly ruling out the south areas, because the south can definitely be impacted. But I think most of the wind and heavy rain impacts will be to the north. The south, I don't know. It depends where the eye tracks. It could head more south, and that line could be drawn here. It could even hit central Madagascar and could even impact anywhere within over here. So we'll have to see. you can talk.
Okay, like
Yeah, so how about we go to the Australian system now?
Okay, yeah,
Wait,
one
there's like-
second. I want to see. I think I am missing one thing.
wait.
They're supposed to have one thing I thought I missed on here, but maybe not.
Look. Like GFS went like after that big Africa storm, like a severe tropical, just a strong tropical storm could form, and they have it peaking at 989 millibar.
Yes. And now we're going to take a look at the Australian system, which is 10S, and it is 10. It's a little strange, but it looks like Tropical Depression 10, if I'm right. Yeah, Tropical Depression. Wait, isn't it showing more around 37 miles per hour?
Something really bad. Like Euro is forecasting like three like I think hurricane equivalent storms in the Indian Ocean and into Australian region.
Yeah. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to Tropical Depression 10. I believe it's continuing as a Tropical Depression or Tropical Cyclone.
Yeah, ATCF and ASCAT got tropical storm.
Okay. I don't know what's up with this whole Flash player thing, but it's weird.
If you can't use the flash player thing, just go to Cyclonic WX for safe.
Alright, but this looks like our way to satellite imagery from Trouble Tidbits, featured by Noah. It's looking decently organized. It doesn't look like we have any center of circulation yet. Possibly over here, but it looks like it would be somewhere more in this area.
Like 1 or 2 days ago, like those.
Alright, so I'm gonna post some graphics.
Okay.
Like 1 or 2 days ago, we did see.
Okay, we actually.
I'm not sure if I got the graphics exactly right, but this is basically just yesterday, but with new model ones.
Okay, we actually do got 2 promotions for the Hurricane Watch team.
Who are they?
Okay, so we wanted to promote Hurricane HQ, but we couldn't find a role higher than him that would replace me, and because I'm co-owner, Aria's owner, and we don't want to replace Live on the Tropics role as co-owner assistant. We want to leave him there. So we're going to make a new role. It's called third owner, which is below co-owner, which is me, but above co-owner assistant, which is Live on the Tropics. So good job. You are now the third owner of the Hurricane Watch team, the Hurricane HQ, and to replace head admin, we are promoting Puffball.
Yay!
Wow, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the promotion, yeah.
It was my idea, and Aria approved it.
And here is Puffball's graphics. Would you mind telling us what models these are? What models?
Alright, so this is yesterday's color. Do you remember yesterday's colors?
No.
Red is for global forecasting system. Blue is European, while white is the Canadian.
Canadian usually isn't as accurate.
It's one of the main models, so I gotta put it in.
Oh, yeah.
The Euro and the Euro and the Canadian are actually saying 2 new systems will form, while GFS, Euro, and CMC are saying that another system will form. At least one system will form. GFS.
Yeah.
So we gotta watch for that other system. Always saying it's coming from just south of the island of Java.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, well, I think I'm going to show the model runs from Tropical Tidbits now. And first, the forecast cone for Tropical Depression 10. So yeah, this is the official one from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. We'd like to edit this real quick, if you guys don't mind. So yeah, it looks like it's mostly going to start off around here and probably head in this general direction. Possibly breaking off a little bit like this, but it's going to probably move in this general direction. And you can see this is kind of like a forecast cone, just by drawing those three. So yeah, it's going to probably look something similar to this in the future. But yeah, it looks like it's moving in this general direction. So looks like that's what we're gonna expect. It could probably head a little. Sorry. It could either head exactly like this. It might head a bit more north. It could head very south. It could even head somewhere in the middle. But
Are we talking about 90s?
no, Trouble Depression 10.
Oh, that is not. That is technically 90s.
Doesn't exist. It's
This is.
Yes.
Then why is it under Trouble Depression 10S or 10?
Because that's intense tropical depression.
Wait. Then why is there Invest 99S, Invest 90S, and
Tropical Tidbits always leaves the investing behind for a couple days, and they stop updating it when it was just.
Okay, so this is 90S, correct? 10.
Yes, it is 90.
Okay.
In fact, if you go to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center and click on graphic, that's 90S's graphic.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got a little confused from that.
Okay. Also, I just want to say something.
Yeah.
We currently just updated the role. You're now third owner, which is right below co-owner, Hurricane HQ, and your head admin now, Puffball. And so congratulations. It's in the community server. We'll change it in our just our own server in a little bit. And Puffball, you now have every permission. And Hurricane HQ already.
Including making rolls.
Yeah, you have literally every permission. So, and you can
Who's
create roles.
Who's echoing?
Yeah.
Who's echoing?
Yeah, since you're the head admin, you can create roles now. And Hurricane HQ, you already have permission to do that. You still do. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So, alright. Now, I just would like to show everyone the Tropical Tidbits models. First, we're going to go off with the global models. So this is just a bunch of them, or not a bunch, but a few of them. Looks like they're generally just heading in just about the same direction. We have good agreement, actually. It's probably going to head within this area according to the global models. So somewhere within here, most likely. Let's move back, and we're going to go to the GFS assemblies. So this one, it was kind of showing what I was showing earlier. It could head in all three directions. We don't have as good agreement with this one, though. It really does split up. We have agreement that's starting here, obviously, but it looks like it could spread off all the way to here and all the way out here, so it definitely does not have too much agreement.
Okay, I gotta do my own stuff now. Bye.
Okay. So yeah, the agreement does not look good for the GFS. The GEPS, this is literally a mess. We'll go over it anyway, but this is literally even worse than GFS for the it actually does have it moving in this general direction, but it looks like we really don't have much agreement on where it's going to go. It can go literally.
For what system?
This is all for Trouble Depression 10.
Oh, for what? Oh, yeah, because I was about to say 99S is like. I was about to say that 99S is a pretty good agreement that'll make a significant landfall in Madagascar and even more significant in Africa. And
Yes.
Make a full landfall, not just skin it, but make a full landfall and go through most to all of it and be very significant, become very strong for 99S. All of that stuff is pretty. All of that stuff is pretty confident. And again, the Hurricane Watch team is going with GFS for 99S, GFS for 90S as well, and Euro for the potential Australian system, which we'll get to in a moment.
Yes, and after this, I would like to just stop by the 99S for a second, because I did forget to go over those models in Travel Tidbits. I would like to stop there first, but then we'll head over to the... Okay. 99S, correct? Yes, okay. So, we're just going to be taking a look at the agreement just like we just did. It looks like the models are agreeing. There is only 3 on this one, but it looks like it's definitely going to start off here, and it could extend quite far, but we got a general cone. Usually when the models kind of make a cone shape, kind of like this, it usually means there's good agreement on where it's going to head. Oops, that was close. Let's just head over to the GFS. Shoot. Whatever. So this is the GFS. There's a lot of models on this one. A lot of assembly models. But it looks like it's going to be moving in another general direction. This one, less accurate, they just don't agree as much once you get past, once it makes landfall, basically. It can head anywhere. This one's going to be a little longer, but it looks like it's going to start off like this. Whoops. There's a lot of agreement that it's going to start off just over here in this area, and once it makes landfall, it can do anything. It could even turn more south. It could head straight into Africa. It could even head more north into Africa. It could head south. We really don't know what's going to happen with GFS yet. Because once you make landfall, there's not much agreement. Although the GFS does show that actually a significant amount of models do head to south, the more southern area of Madagascar, and not as much in the extreme north Madagascar area up here. So, I guess if you were living in Madagascar, you were not in the clear wherever you are, because this system could do a lot of damage, especially if you live near the eastern coast. So I'm just going to draw where the most impacts will be according to the GFS. Probably if you live on the coastal areas here, in this red, you're going to be seeing the worst of the impacts. Possibly even as far north as the very tip and as far south as over here. And this could change over time. Let's just see, like, down here, a moderate chance. And then we'll just continue off that. Probably over here would be a less, probably slight chance, because it will weaken. But marine impacts will probably be extreme. Whether it be over here or over here, those marine impacts will be very heavy. So, yeah.
Yeah, can I say something real quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it can really hit anywhere from south to north Madagascar 99S, but it's more likely to hit central and parts of north Madagascar. That's the most likely area. And wherever it hits on Madagascar, it's not really going to affect where it the strength when it hits Madagascar, and wherever it hits in Madagascar, it's not really going to affect the strength or how much landfall. It's not really going to affect how much landfall Africa is going to get and what strength or it's going to hit in Africa or the max strength of the system. All it really does is it affects only where it makes landfall, but it doesn't affect how long it stays on land or if it goes through the whole land or if it becomes very strong. It doesn't really affect that. It only affects where it hits. It really affects the exact pinpoint where it hits, but either way, it's likely to go through the whole Madagascar and most all of Africa and be very strong each way, still be a very high peak. So it doesn't really affect all that stuff. It really only affects the exact pinpoint it hits. But all the other stuff I just mentioned, it doesn't really affect. But it's most likely to hit central and parts of North Madagascar. Pretty confident on that.
Yeah, and I'm just going to draw a quick map of probably where the impacts are or will be based off what you just said. So it looks like I think most of the impacts will probably be along the East Coast.
Okay.
all the way up to here probably, even more south possibly, to here. Anywhere in this red, you're probably going to see possibly the worst of the impacts. This will definitely get a lot smaller, this red area, once we know more of where it's going to head. I think anywhere in this orange, kind of moderate. And again, this could change. It really does depend where the system does head. But I think it's probably going to be not as bad in some areas on the western coast.
Yeah, maybe like some tropical storm winds, but like not bad as landfall.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so how about we go to the potential Australian system now? We don't have to look at the GFS or CMC for the Australian system because they're not really showing it, but we can go to the Euro. Euro is a pretty accurate model and it's one of the main models. CMC and GFS aren't showing it, but Euro is a pretty accurate main model, and it's been showing it very consistently. So just go to Australian region and only go to the Euro for the Australian system. Okay, let's go there.
Oh, on tropical tidbits, okay.
Okay, now only Euro is showing it, but Euro again is a very accurate main model. So is GFS. But let's just go to Euro because it's the only one showing it, but it's very accurate still. So let's go to Euro and the Australian region. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, how about first we start off with the GFS, and then we'll go to Euro.
GFS ain't showing it. You don't need to go to GFS.
Read the
Okay.
Also, GFS is in the process of making a new run. They can't really do GFS right now. And GFS isn't showing it, so let's go to Euro. And we're only going with Euro for the Australian system. We're going with GFS for the rest. Anyway, so go to Euro and go to the Australian region, please.
read the agency.
What the heck?
I'm gonna read the agency. Yeah.
Yeah, I have trouble finding the models, literally. Why wouldn't it let me... What the heck? Oh. For seconds. Yeah, I have trouble finding models, the problem. I keep losing where they are, because they're all so
Press
similar.
on model, and press on Euro, or ECMWF.
Here?
I can't see your screen. I can't see your screen.
Well, I chose the ECMWF, but it looks like it's only showing high and low pressure areas. It's not showing any weather. Okay, but I do see it here. So
Go
it
to
looks like
hour 192. It's been even though it's pretty far out, it's been showing this for days in a big strengthening trend.
Alright, so
definitely
at
something
first
to
it
worry
looks
about
like
and
it's
watch.
moving over here. It starts out around 999 millibars, and once we head over to 144 hours out, it actually starts to strengthen to 980 millibars, and once it moves into 168 hours out, it actually continues to strengthen to 971 millibars. Let's just move on. And possibly at 192 hours out, forecast hour, we have, wow, okay, we have, 947 millibars.
You might think, oh, that's probably not consistent. It's not that. It's pretty far out. It is pretty far out, but it has been extremely consistent and been showing it for days and a big strengthening trend. So,
Yeah, 947 millibars is very low.
Yeah, that's actually category 4 on the millibar scale. On Saffir-Simpson millibar scale.
Like category 3.
Also, definitely very bad. We could see 930 millibars eventually. It's been a big strengthening trend, 947 millibar landfall. Now again, 99S is still our main feature, and we're mainly worried about Africa. But anyways, is that gonna wrap it up for today, I guess?
Mostly, yeah.
Can I put the ATCF?
Okay, well, we all hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you all at the 8 p.m. stream that will feature Ari as well. Anyway, can I say the last thing in the video right now?
Arya's what?
Arya will be in the 8 p.m. stream.
Tropical storm,
okay.
41 miles.
Okay,
per
can
hour.
I say the last thing in the video now? Okay, I'll say it now. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Why not?
And this is the last thing we say in the stream. Okay, this has been your Hurricane Watch Team video for January 15th, 2021, 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Bye.
Please hold. I am in the process of canceling this recording.